Good morning, students. Today we will study the new poem, lesson number 12. The name of the poem is Television and it is written by Roald Dahl. It is a very interesting poem written by Roald Dahl. And through this poem, he wants to connect the people of today, what the generation, what the children, what the young generation of today is connected with, how they are connected with the television. So he is comparing the earlier days people with the nowadays children, how much they are connected to television and how much were the people connected of olden days to television. As there was no television in olden days, how they spent their leisure time and how the children of today are spending their leisure time. So this poem is an interesting poem written by Roald Dahl. Let's read the poem and understand what is there in it. The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never, never, never let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. So here the poet wants to say directly to the parents that as far as I have seen the children, as far as we are related with the concerned with the welfare of the children, it is better if the children are never, never, never allowed to sit near the television set because they spend a lot of time sitting near the television set. So it is my concern, my welfare for children that they should not at all and never ever allowed to sit near the television set. But how will they stop it? It is better for us, for the parents, to just do not install it. Install means do not connect it with uh, any of the functioning so that it may not work and they will have nothing to watch in the television. And he compares the television to the idiotic thing. He says that television is the idiotic thing. It is an idiot thing because it is spoiling, it is making children stupid. Let's continue. In almost every house we have been, we have watched them gaping at the screen. Gaping means their mouths are wide open while they are watching TV, means they are fully concentrated on watching TV. They don't know how they are sitting. They don't know what they are doing. They are only and only concentrating and looking towards the television, and they sit as though they are gaping. Gaping means their mouths are wide open and they do not realize it at all. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. Here writer says that they loll and slop and lounge means they sit as if they are waiting in a waiting room at the station at an airport. How the people sit carelessly, looking at nothing, just waiting. So same way they sit just in front of the television, absent-mindedly you can say, and only stare at the thing that is the television as though their eyes have popped out. Means their eyeballs have come out of their face and they are hanging to watch the television. Here he includes, last week in someone's place we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. Actually, eyeballs were not on the floor, but he says that wherever he went, in whichever house he went in America, all the children were only and only watching TV. And it was looking as though all the eyeballs are lying on the floor here and there. They sit and stare and stare and sit. Means they only look at the TV, and what they do while watching TV, they only sit until they are hypnotized by. Hypnotized means their television has kept a strong control over them and they do not move at all. fall from their place while they are watching TV, until they are absolutely drunk with all the shocking, ghastly junk. And they look as though they are drunk. They do not move, they do not look here and there, they do not listen to anyone, they do not do any other different activity. And it looks as though they are like a deadly ghost. Means like a ghost is sitting with their eyes wide open, mouth wide open, and looking as though it's shocking. Same way the children looks when they are watching TV. Oh, yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window still. We know actually when they are sitting in front of the television, they do not move. Still means they don't move from one place to the other. They don't fight with each other. They do not climb on the window sills. They do not do any other unusual activity. But is it correct for them to sit and spend so much of time in front of the television? No. He again says that the mothers who have the children, they are free when they are watching TV. How they are free? They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop to think? He says you are free to do whatever you want to do when they are watching TV. But have you ever stopped and thought what and how the television is affecting their mind? This does to your beloved thought means what they are doing to your beloved ones means beloved children. It rots the sense in their head. Rots means it spoils the thinking, the sensibility in the head. It kills the imagination of the head of the child and makes him dead as a ghost. It clogs and clusters up the mind, means it blocks, it closes all the thinkings of the mind. He can no longer understand. Means his mind becomes so so small, his thinking power becomes so small that he can no longer understand. What he cannot understand? What is fantasy? What is fairyland? He is only and only busy with the television, that idiot thing which is nothing, just a, a, a function of making fool of the children.